No! No, 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 no. This sucks. This really, really stinks. So close, Carlos Correa. So close. Man, this stinks. This is a very, very disappointing day, to say the least, but for a bunch of different reasons. I really wanted Carlos Correa on the Mets. I did. I can't believe I'm recording a third video on this guy. For those of you who don't know, I mean, you see the title of the video. Carlos Correa has signed back with the Minnesota Twins on a 6-year, $200 million deal. No opt-outs. No opt-outs. That is the most surprising thing, honestly, about this entire deal, is that there's no opt-outs for Carlos Correa. He is at least going to be a Minnesota Twin for the next 6 seasons unless they trade him, which I don't even know if there's trade clauses. I saw the original tweet. I've seen some of the stuff Bob Nightingale's been tweeting out. Insert the Pepe meme of him is sucking in the copium. I'm sucking in all the copium right now because, oh my God, I mean, it had to be the Mets. It had to be the Mets. Why couldn't it be another Giants? Oh, I'm gonna be memed so hard. There's an entire video of me celebrating, thinking that we signed Carlos Correa. Now, of course, the entire story with this Carlos Correa thing has been the pending physicals. What's going on with his physicals? Is he healthy? Is he not healthy? I honestly am of the mindset that he must not be as healthy as we think if you now have two teams that we're going to spend $300+ million on him that backed out. But even then, that copium to me still doesn't even feel good, because I'd be lying if I said I didn't want Carlos Correa on this team. I'd be lying if I said I'm happy that I think the Mets dodged the bullet. That would be an absolute lie coming out of my mouth, because I really wanted Carlos Correa. Like you saw in my video, that excitement, that enjoyment was legitimate. Not only just because I'm a Mets fan and this would have been a huge move for them, but also because I think Carlos Correa is a really, really good player. And I'm willing to take that risk if there are injuries. But the Mets are definitely smarter than me. Their front office and everybody definitely knows what they're doing more than I would, and that's why they get paid the big bucks, and that's why I'm a YouTuber and podcaster. I think a lot of the time with my heart, I think a lot of the time with my Mets fan brain, and I don't necessarily think about what could be the smartest or right or rational decision when it comes to baseball. I'm not going to talk too much about the Mets here because, again, I want to give some love to the Minnesota Twins. You guys want to see my reaction, though, obviously, because of being a Mets fan, being excited about signing Carlos Correa, and then waiting about 3 or 4 weeks and finding out that we didn't end up signing him. I mean, it sucks. I'm disappointed. I'm not mad at the Mets by any means. I think I understand why they did what they did. Bob Nightingale said they offered an 8-year deal with the possibility to go up to 12 to basically keep the same money, but stuff wasn't guaranteed. There was a lot of insurance stuff involved. I saw they offered then 6 for 157 if my boy Mike Marino's right, who he's always right. If you're not following Mike, give him a follow. This dude literally does not miss. I'm telling you right now, he doesn't miss. I'm disappointed. I'm sad as a Mets fan because I really, really like Carlos Correa, and him on this Mets team is a difference maker. I still think they're one of the better teams in baseball, but they clearly are not as good without Carlos Correa than they are with him. I mean, that's a no-brainer. So from that aspect, I'm a little sad, and it's something that I've been, like I said, I've been inhaling the copium for a bit now, and I'm trying to make myself feel better than I do, but it stinks. It sucks. It's frustrating. It's disappointing. It's all the words that you can imagine. I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed, like your parents would tell you back in the day. I think the more frustrating thing, honestly, is that LOL Mets is going to exist, and like I said, I'm going to be memed for the next, I don't know, forever. I mean, I'm memed already because I picked the Mets to win the World Series every year, but now there's a legitimate video on my channel talking for, 8 to 10 minutes about Carlos Correa signing with the Mets. I was popping off. It's good. You know what? Me, Mets fans as a whole, we need a little reality check. We need something to put us back in line. We're getting a little bit too high for our horses here. We're starting to think that, our stuff doesn't stink. We needed it. It's a reality check. We come back down to earth now. We can now look at what the team has on paper right now and start to figure out what's going on. Copium. I don't even want to think about this team without Carlos Correa. Oh, I really wanted him. And I can't even curse on YouTube videos anymore now because there's a whole new policy with monetization and recommending. You curse in videos, you don't get recommended, you get no views. Now, let's talk about the Twins, because that's really what I think this video mostly should be about, although so maybe it shouldn't, because we've watched Carlos Correa on the Twins last year. He's a really good player. When he's healthy, if he's going to be healthy, it seems like that's the biggest question mark is, will Carlos Correa be healthy? Is he going to be healthy? What's actually going on with his medicals? But let's just take it from a standpoint without talking about the medical stuff first. As long as Carlos Correa is on the field, he's going to play very good defense at shortstop, premium defense, and he's going to be a really good hitter. I think he had an OPS plus at 130, 140 last year. He is one of the best shortstops in all of baseball. Before he signed with the Mets, when I dropped my rankings, I had him as the number 4 shortstop in all of baseball, right behind Francisco Lindor, Tatis, and Trey Turner. I think that's a fair spot. I think think you could put him as high as 3, maybe even 2 if you're doubting Fernando Tatis. Just because he left the Mets, I'm not going to change my opinion on the guy. God, I said he left the Mets. He didn't even sign with the Mets. This is like Carlos Beltran all over again, except it's with the manager, and he never even managed a game, and he technically was signed. Was he ever the Mets manager, really? Because he never even managed a game? Oh, God, this is the worst. I hate this. I hate this so much. But Twins, you got a good guy. I mean, there's not much to talk about, honestly, with the Twins. They needed a shortstop. He's their guy. Jorge Polanco moves to second base now. This helps the Twins, although they were still bad last year. I want to do that really, really lame cliche thing that you're going to see a lot of Mets people do is if Carlos didn't want to be here, good riddance to him. I'm not going to do that. That'd be fun. That'd be really easy to say. It'd make me feel good. Like, oh, he doesn't want to be a Met. He doesn't want to be a winner. Go have fun being irrelevant in Minnesota. But that's just like, that's not who I am. He's a good player. He's going to help the Twins. I don't think this makes the Twins necessarily a good team. I mean, they were bad last year and they haven't really made that many improvements this year. So they're still very much the team that they were last year. Again, this video is just mostly about how disappointing and how much it sucks that he's not a New York Met. I will say, if any of you guys caught that intro where I slid down my chair and fell off of it, I did not think that the chair was going to fall and flip onto the ground. There was real fear in my eyes. I was worried I was going to get hurt there. I was trying to be dramatic and sad, and I almost hurt myself. Oh, God, this sucks. This sucks. Well, at least for us Mets fans, we know what's going on. This is now the second time the Mets in the Steve Cohen regime has backed off of a Boris client with some injury issues. Kumar Rocker being the first, now Carlos Correa. So, I mean, if you're thinking from a process standpoint, again, maybe this is copium, but the Mets are doing the due process. They are doing the right thing. They're checking all the boxes, making sure that everything is right before they give these guys money. And clearly to the Mets, Carlos Correa's injury concerns or whatever they found on their physical, as well as the Giants. I'm all for, you can have your lol Mets fun today, but remember the Giants also found something wrong with the physical. There's also a world where the Twins find something wrong with the physical. I don't know, man. This is just such a weird scenario. It's too personal. It's too close to home. I can't be mad. Ooh, we almost got him. But if there is stuff that concerns you with the physical, I get it. But man, it would have been really, really nice to have Carlos Correa playing third base for the New York Mets for the next 12 years. Oh, that would have been really, really nice. But congratulations to the Twins. You got Carlos Correa back. Need a lot more, but definitely a better team with Carlos Correa than without him. That's what he does. He's one of the best shortstops in baseball. I'd love to know what you guys are thinking down in the comment section below. I mean, what's going on in your head? I'm seriously like, what's going on? Mets fans, are you mad or do you hate Carlos Correa now? Is Carlos Correa hated by the entire state of New York? I don't know what to say. I really don't. I'm very, I don't want to say flabbergasted because that makes it sound like I didn't know anything. I was hearing stuff last night that maybe the Twins were back and you saw the Ken Rosenthal articles. So flabbergasted isn't the right word, but as confused and excited as I was when I had the news that Carlos Correa was signing with the Mets, when I woke up in the morning and found out, I'm as confused and disappointed that he's now not signing with the Mets. Bad start to 2023 for your boy. Bad start to 2023. Can't get worse, right? Can't get worse. I mean, there's not a free agent that the Mets can lose now that they have. They're all signed. This stinks. Not a video I wanted to make. A third video on Carlos Correa. Hopefully it's the last one for a very long time. I can't talk about this guy anymore. Thank you so much for watching, subscribing, liking the video, all that good stuff. You know the drill from here on out. This right here is a video, and this is another video. Click them. I don't even know. I don't even care about this outro. I want to get this video out. I want to be done. I want to sit back on my couch, watch some TV, and turn my brain off for a few hours. I don't want to think about Carlos Correa anymore. Bye.